Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Hot Rod, and for today's video, I'm gonna give you guys the best 3 Pro-Am builds in NBA 2K25. Now, while I do say for Pro-Am, you can use these guys for rec, theater, threes on the park, whatever you want. I'm not trying to waste your time in this video, but these are the 3 most important builds you're gonna need to have a good Pro-Am team. With that being said, watch the video all the way through if you're looking to help your team in Pro-Am in any way you can, or you just need a good build idea. Leave a like and subscribe, and let's get straight into the video right now. All right, first things first is the point guard build, which probably is the most important build if you're playing rec or Pro-Am. To start off, you're going to want to make your point guard 6'3", 183 pounds with a 6'3" wingspan. And to start off with the finishing, we're going to have an 80 driving layup that's going to lock the Trae Young layup package, which is the best layup package in the game and gives you the best floaters as well if you do floaters. If you don't do floaters, well, it's still a good layup package. And we're going to have a dunk at a 77, which is more than enough to get the job done. Standing dunk is going to be at a 40, which you don't think this is important, but it is very important because if you're around the rim, you're not going to get those stupid animations where you guys just floats it up and you get blocked. You're actually going to go for a standing dunk. We're going to have our 3-point shot up to a 94. This will unlock all these gold badges, and once you get cap breakers, which we're pretty far into the season, so you guys may have them already or you're pretty close, you will get these badges all Hall of Fame. And here's where things get tricky. You're going to have a 95 ball handle, but if you want to increase your pass accuracy, which you want to have good pass accuracy for Pro-Am because you want to be able to throw faster passes, you can mess with a lot of these attributes, but just in general, you can mess with your 3-point rating if you want to go down some and use those cap breakers. If you don't care about those, you know, Hall of Fame or legendary badges, now you could mess with that. But for this build, it is at a 71, but keep in mind you can, and I do recommend you try to upgrade your pass accuracy. For our defense, this is actually a very good defensive build. Personally, I might lower the steal if you want to get that pass hack up, because if you're going to play with lockdowns on Pro-Am or rec, then you don't need to be the main defender on your team. You can lower this to like what, an 85 and get your pass accuracy up to like a 85 as well, and you'll be set. Block is going to be at a 59, and our interior defense goes up to a 60. I meant to say 65. So as you see, I tweaked with some settings, but for our speed, we're at an 87. At our agility is an 84. Our strength is a 45. We don't really need strength all that much. Our vertical is a 60, and I lowered our steal. You can of course have the 91 steal if you do want gold glove, but I lowered it because if you're playing with lockdowns and stuff, it doesn't really matter all that much. You can have it if you want, but I upgraded our pass accuracy because we are going to be that point guard and we need to throw dimes. That's it for the point guard build. You can mess with it, of course. I feel like this is a great template. I even messed with some things right now. Looking over the build that I had before, this is the build I have. It was Hank the Tank's build, and I just messed with it just now. I think this is better. So, and for our next build is the lockdown build. We are a 6'4" point guard, 228 pounds on the weight, so a little heavier, and a 6'8" wingspan for our longer arms to get in the passing lanes. Shout out to Uncle Demi for this build. Now, this is quite honestly one of the best lockdown builds I've ever seen. I'm thinking about doing this build instead of the build for my lockdown I already have. So to start things off, we have an 80 driving layup, which is absurd for a lockdown. Usually lockdown builds don't get great finishing, but we have a 75 driving dunk as well, with a 40 standing dunk. As I mentioned earlier, you'll get those standing dunk animations when you're right around the paint. I'm honestly thinking about making this my build, bro. This is actually insane. I don't know how And for our shooting, we're going to be a knockdown shooter, a 3-and-D kind of build, a 87 3-pointer and 77 mid-range, and an 80 free throw for Pro-Am or rec. And our playmaking attributes are insane too. We have an 86 ball handle, an 80 speed of ball, and a 75 pass accuracy. I'm going to make this build, honestly. I really am. And for our defense, this is where we have a 62 interior with a 94 perimeter, and this is where you put on your cap breakers. You get +5 of this. That's going to be a 99. You're going to get Hall of Fame badges on perimeter defense, and your steal is going to have Hall of Fame badges as well with a 49 block. You don't really need your block. And for our rebounding, we're going to have a 71 defensive rebound. This will give you rebound chaser. Offensive rebound attributes go up. You can use a lot more attribute points with your offensive rebound compared to defense. That's why it's higher. And we also get rebound chaser because of that. And that's going to cap off our build. I'm low-key, I'm making this build, honestly. We have a 90 speed, a 92 agility, a 92 strength, and a 67 vertical. This is by far the best lockdown build in the game. And last but not least is our center build. We're going to have a center, of course, 7'1", with a 233-pound weight, so kind of on the slimmer side for a center with a 7'5" wingspan. And to start things off with this build is a shooting center, which is the best for Pro-Am in my opinion. A close shot at a 66, a 45 driving layup, a 65 driving dunk, and a standing dunk at an 81. It gets the job done, I'll just say that. You're not going to want to go for stupid layups, so you get an 81 standing dunk. That's just what it is. And for our shooting, this center build, 7'1", is going to have an 80 3-pointer with an 87 mid-range, and our free throw at a 70, which is very, very good for Pro-Am and Rec. You can also boost it a little more if you want. I'm going to keep it at an 80 actually. Next is our playmaking. We're going to have an 80 pass accuracy, able to throw outlet pass across court with an 80 is more than enough, more than some point guard builds actually. And our ball handle, we don't really got to mess with that. It could be a 45. I think on this it is 50 speed of ball handle. It doesn't matter. And for our defense, we get an 89 interior that gives us gold paint controller. You can upgrade it with your cap breakers, of course, just like anything else. Our perimeter defense is a 65 and our steal is a 62. As you can see, with the 62 steal, you get bronze interceptor. Inner block is very high with a 94. And to finish things off, we're going to have a 92 offensive rebound. This gives us all these gold rebounding badges: box out beast, pogo stick, rebound chaser. And our defensive rebound is going to be an 87. The reason we upgraded our offensive rebound, as I explained earlier, the attribute points cost way less than getting the defensive rebound, and we get the badges. So it kind of is a trade-off, but it is worth it. For our speed and agility, this is going to be a pretty quick center. A 68 speed for center is pretty quick. Our agility is actually about all the way up at a 55. Our strength is an 85, and our vertical is an 80. This will help with high flying denier, rise up, and aerial wizard as well. I hope this video helped you. If it has helped you, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel. Honestly, gonna make that lockdown build, and a center build is nice too. Let me know any video ideas you guys have in the comments down below. That'll do it for today. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.